Well, what's up guys? This is Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and you don't see anybody else behind me. There's no little voices behind me. It's because it's just me today. It's just me because it's August 15th and today is the first day of school. So Houston, Emily, and Weston all went to school today. So it's just me, and if you can tell, I'm not super pumped about the first day of school. The kids were pretty excited about it. I didn't break out the camera and vlog that whole process mostly because I was sitting in the living room kind of like licking my wounds. I mean, there's just a lot of things. I'm not the biggest fan of public school systems. So everybody says, why don't you homeschool? Well, homeschool is just not something that my wife and I are interested in doing right now. I'm not a big fan of the public school system. Nothing against our school. I just think the public school system is outdated. It's outdated, out of date, past time. It was built for factory workers after World War II when we needed thousands and thousands of factory workers. You go sit in a room, you only speak when you're spoken to, you raise your hand if you're gonna talk, you walk in a straight line, you go when the bell rings, you leave when the bell rings, you go eat when you're told to go eat. It trains factory workers. It just is what it is. But off my little soapbox, that's not what today's video is about. It's gonna get really bright because I'm fixing to walk out in the sun and it's like 9,000 degrees in Oklahoma. Bear with me. But as I said, it's August 15th. Whew, I gotta go find some more shade. You guys can't see me. There we go. It's August 15th and that means it's time to turn Isaac in with the does. So breeding season for the goats is getting fired up. They have a 5-month gestation period. So if we turn our buck out on August 15th, we'll be looking for new kids to hit the ground about January 15th, anywhere from 15th of January through the 1st of February. The does are starting to come in. I know they are because they're girls and Isaac's a boy, and girls and boys across the fence, he stinks. If you've ever been around goats, when it's breeding season, that buck stinks. So I'm gonna get my little shepherd's crook tool that I got from Premier One. Joe from Premier One hooked us up with this thing because he laughed at me chasing my goats. So let's go see if we can get Isaac caught and turned in with the does. Look at him, he knows something's up. Don't you, Isaac? You're not a dummy, are you? How are we gonna get you caught, buddy? Because I just don't feel like you're gonna cooperate. I don't think Isaac's feeling it, guys. He's like, nope. Big Mac, could you be a little bit of assistance, please? Look at there. Isaac's gonna walk right down there and go in the gate. Ha! Well, that was successful-ish. I got Isaac to go where I wanted him to go. I didn't even try to catch him. I just opened up the gate. Yes, I've got 2 more gates that still need to be hung. This gate will go across this opening, and then that gate will go here. Now the problem is I got the little white buck in here with him. I don't want him out with my does. So I got to get the little white buck caught and get him back over here in this pen with Big Mac. But I can't let Big Mac out. It's a dilemma when you're by yourself. I sure need my helpers. Back, Mac. Big Mac, quit licking the camera. Get back, Big Mac. Go. Here's what you guys couldn't see. Somebody was licking the camera. Buddy, I don't need you licking my camera. Alrighty, Bear, phase one is complete. We got Isaac moved over into the pen. I've got the does locked off separate, so I didn't have to worry about a little buck getting mixed in and all that. So I'm gonna open the gate. I've got kind of an interesting gate system here that we just completed a while back. So this pen over here is the pen behind the barn. And then we just recently fenced in this whole creek bottom area, several acres here. But I left a cross fence in here so we could rotate pastures if we wanted to. But I didn't build a gate in the cross fence. So let me show you what I did. So there's the corral system and the gate that comes to this pole. And then this pole goes down that fence along the creek bottom. Well, the way they shut, they're not in a perfect line. So you can see how this gate angles in that way and that gate comes at an angle. They don't line up straight. And I did that for a reason. Watch this. So now I can open both gates, latch them together, and it creates a path for the goats. All right, ladies, are y'all ready to meet Isaac? Ready for your formal introduction? Are you hot, Bella? I put this little kiddie pool, actually it was an old sandbox for the kids out here, and Bella can get in it instead of the goats' water troughs because she usually gets in those. But this one, she fits a lot better, don't you, Bella? Yeah. Isaac's over there marking his territory. Look at him. Hey, Isaac. Come meet your ladies. Somebody's being bashful. Somebody's being bashful. Don't be scared, Isaac. Today's your day, buddy. Go say hi. Some of these girls are pretty interested in him. He's a little overwhelmed right now. I don't think he's bashful. I don't think he's being shy. He's just like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I smell everyone, I smell everything. And he's just, we're gonna have to give him some time. Might have to give him some privacy. Isaac might be a privacy kind of guy. He may do his best work in the dark. But it's hot right now, I know that. It's very hot. But we have to turn our buck out here. It is breeding season. He'll help bring all these does in heat. Bear's heard me talking. He's typical bear. Gotta come be a camera hog. But we got a couple young does we don't want bred just yet. I'm gonna get them separated out. But most everybody, I mean, I think there's 2 in here that aren't ready to breed yet. But Isaac is gonna make some incredibly awesome looking Kiko kids, I think. I get questions almost daily. People wanting to know if we have any goats for sale, when we're gonna have goats for sale. I have none for sale at the moment, and we won't have babies on the ground until, like I said, about January 15th through the 1st of February. But with Isaac's color, his spotted color, and some of the colorful does that I've got, I think we're gonna have some very pretty kids out of this combination. Isaac is a great looking Kiko buck. He is getting kind of up there in age. He's probably, I think he's close to 7 years old. So typically most people wouldn't buy a 7-year-old buck. I'm not concerned about it just because of the small number of does that we're breeding. If we had like 30 or 40 does we wanted them to breed, we'd probably get like a 2 or 3 year old buck that would probably be able to cover them all a lot faster. Isaac, I just couldn't pass him up with those spotted colors and those big horns. He's gorgeous. I had a lot of people asking questions when we first got him if we were gonna dehorn him, if we were gonna cut his horns off. Heck no, we're not, because that is the coolest looking Kiko buck I've ever had. I love those horns. and I don't love being sweaty. There's a bad combination of goat hair, dog hair, and sweat. Don't mix together very well. So I'm gonna have to go in the house and get cleaned up. Leave Isaac out here to do his thing. Got the goats turned out. They can hit this pasture, they can hit the pasture over there on the creek bottom. They've got several acres to roam. Whew. We just need some rain here in southern Oklahoma. It's getting hot and dry. We had all our hay cut the other day. I didn't get any footage of that just because we were so busy. But I had a friend come in and bale all of our hay for us. She's got some big John Deere tractors and big John Deere baler. We made 37 round bales of hay, which is way more than what I need. But it got the place all cleaned up, got the grass cut off, and we'll turn around and sell probably at least half the hay and make back most of our money and what it costs to bale it. In our area, it costs about $25 a bale. Most people charge you $25 a bale to bale your hay. This time of year, you can buy hay fairly cheap, $35, $40, sometimes $50 a bale, depending on what you're wanting. If you want real good quality hay, it's going to be a lot more expensive, obviously. So I was torn, you know, do we go out and buy $40 hay and only buy maybe 10 bales that we'll need? Or do we bale it all and spend more money and then just sell what we don't need? Kind of twofold. Having them come out and cut it keeps me from having to brush hog the place, keeps it clean, and then I can make most of my money back on what they charged. Because I'm not going to need 37 round bales of hay to feed this little small goat herd and Big Mac, the steer over there. Everybody's been asking about Big Mac. That's another question I've been getting a ton. Is when are you going to butcher Big Mac? What are you going to do with Big Mac? Well, he's at probably about 600 pounds right now. He's just not big enough to process, in my opinion. He's real gentle, he's tame. We don't have any problems out of him like we did Crazy Eyes, that wild heifer that nobody liked. He's calm, gentle, and growing really fast. I mean, we just got this guy back in, I think, January or February, and he was 250 pounds maybe, so he's grown a lot. We're probably gonna run him up there to about 900 pounds before we process him. I don't need to put him in the freezer right now. I've got plenty of beef. I had a deal worked out with my brother who was gonna put him in his freezer, but their plans have changed. They said they're not gonna be able to do it. So probably just gonna go combination of a lot of people's freezers in our family. But anyways, so there you go. I'm gonna get out of here, get in the house and cool off and let Isaac do his thing. So breeding season 2019 is officially here. We will have baby goats in 5 months from today. So guys, that's all I've got for today. I got Bear and Bella here needing some attention, needing more dog hair in my face, I guess. That's what Bear thinks. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I promise I'll do my best to get Houston in videos, even though he's back in school. Our schedules conflict, but we'll get Houston out here. I promise I'll do it. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a great day. And as always, we'll see you on the next video.